Hi, colleagues. Welcome to Baby Talks virtual training. Today, we're going to talk about Baby Talks 5 strategies to get parents engaged during a home visit. We are going to look at how each of these support effective observation strategies. We are going to walk through each of those 5 that are listed on the slide. We're going to talk about them in great detail. The first one we're going to talk about is use objective language versus subjective language. This means to remove all emotion and value. Remove all of your opinions, your feelings, and your personal perspectives that you bring to the home visit. The next strategy is meaning making by a parent or caregiver of child development or behavior. This means that the parent interprets the child's behavior and determines why the child is doing the behavior or the development. With this, the home visitor recognizes that the parent may have a different interpretation than what the home visitor has. It's also important to pause and allow time for parents to process what the meaning making is. The next strategy is narrating the child's behavior. This is using the behavior of the child as common language. So the home visitor simply names what he or she sees the child doing. You're naming objective behaviors of the child. And if you look here at the pictures, you see a little boy who is stacking blocks. So simply saying, I see he is stacking the blocks. You also see on the slide a picture of a little boy crying. You may wonder with the parent and ask maybe, I see that he's crying, why is he crying? Also, it's important to remember that while using the narrating the child's behavior, it's important to continually observe the child. And then it's important to use the language that the parent has provided to further discuss what is happening. Also, it's valuable to return to the parent's explanation, and you can do this by repeating the words that the parent has said. The next strategy is supporting parental mastery. This means that you recognize any and all efforts that are put forth by the child or the caregiver. With this, the home visitor is noticing and remarking on the parent's effort on behalf of his or her child. Here, for example, you could say, I see that you have toys out where he can reach them. Another example would be he smiles at you when you say his name. It's important that the home visitor supports the process of the parent's work. This can also be done by using the words, I recognize that you are doing all that you can. The next and last strategy is using the pivot. Using the pivot simply means moving the discussion from crisis or an issue to the impact on the child's development or behavior. This can be done when the home visitor demonstrates that even the most difficult times, parents can always find joy with their children. It's also important to remember that you return back to what's happening with the child's development or the child's behavior, even in that time of crisis. The home visitor listens empathetically to the parent's crisis and then redirects the conversation back to how that crisis is impacting the child. Also, it's important that the home visitor turns to the parent to ask about that child's behavior or development. Always bring it back to the child. Once you get these strategies, it's going to be important that you use these strategies. These strategies have been proven effective, and hopefully you find them effective as well. Thank you.